Did you know that 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? Even those earning six figures. You feel like you're working harder than ever, yet your bank account stays the same. The system is designed to keep you spending, not saving. But there is a turning point. It's not $1 million, it's $20,000. Once you hit that number, the survival mode shuts off and a new life begins. Today, we're going to break down exactly how you can hit that $20,000 mark in the US, regardless of your current income, and how to stop inflation from eating your hard-earned cash. Most people don't have an income problem. They have a hidden leak problem. Let's plug them. The digital vampire. Check your subscriptions tab. Streaming services, apps you haven't opened in months. Premium trials, they're bleeding you dry. Cancel everything you don't use weekly. The food trap. Americans spend an average of $3,000 plus a year on takeout and delivery. Stop the DoorDash addiction. Meal prepping isn't just about saving money. It's about reclaiming your financial destiny. The transportation costs. Look at your gas and insurance. If your commute is killing your budget, look into fuel-efficient routes, or better yet, carpooling. If you have a car payment that's 20% of your income, you are driving your own bankruptcy. Inflation is the silent tax. Keeping your $20,000 in a standard Chase or Bank of America savings account earning 0.01% is losing money every single day. Here is how you fight BAC. High-yield savings accounts. In 2026, there is no excuse to accept less than 4% APY. Use banks like Wealthfront, Ally, or SoFi. Your $20,000 should be making you $800 plus a year in passive interest, not sitting stagnant. The inflation hedge. When you reach your first $5,000, start diversifying. Think about low-cost index funds like VOO or VTI. You aren't just saving, you're investing in the growth of the U.S. economy. Saving is 20% math and 80% behavior. How do you actually get to $20,000? Automate everything. On payday, before you even see the money, send it to a separate, high-yield account. If you don't see it, you won't spend it. The cooling off period. For any purchase over $50, wait 48 hours. If you still want it, buy it. Most of the time, that impulse urge will disappear. Income gaps. You can only cut so much. So at some point, you need to earn more. Use that saved mental energy to pick up a side hustle or negotiate for a raise. You're not just saving for a rainy day. You're buying your freedom to negotiate your life. Let's get real. Most people think they have an income problem. They don't. They have an identity problem. The status signalers. You're buying expensive coffee, designer clothes, or the latest tech not because you need them, but because you want to signal success. That signal is keeping you poor. The invisible fees. You think your $12 Netflix, $15 Spotify, and $30 convenience fee for food delivery don't matter? Wrong. That's $600 a year disappearing into thin air. That $600 isn't just money, it's a seed. If invested properly, that seed becomes a tree. The big three killers: housing, transportation, and food. If you are spending more than 30% of your income on rent and 15% on a car, you have already lost the game before it begins. You are working for your house and your car, not for your future self. Inflation isn't a force of nature, it's a weapon. And if your money is sitting in a standard big bank account, you are effectively paying the bank to steal your wealth. The 5% target. We are in 2026. The era of 0.01% interest is dead. If your account isn't paying at least 4.5% to 5% APY, you are losing money every single night while you sleep. The emergency fund paradox. Many say keep 6 months of expenses. I say build $20,000 first. Why? Because $20,000 is the threshold where your mind shifts. It's the difference between panicking when your car breaks down and simply saying, fix it. That shift in stress levels changes your brain chemistry. You stop making impulsive, desperation decisions and start making calculated growth decisions. Office. How do you get there? You automate the discipline out of it. The payday guillotine. As soon as your paycheck hits, move that 20% or whatever you can afford to a separate high-yield savings account. Do not look at it. Do not touch it. If it's not in your checking account, you won't spend it on lifestyle creep. The 48-hour cooling rule. Whenever you feel the urge to buy something that isn't a survival essential, wait 48 hours. 90% of the time, the dopamine craving vanishes. Income gaps. If you've optimized everything and you're still not saving enough, you have a revenue problem. Use that newly found energy, that lack of financial anxiety, to build a side project, learn a high-income skill, or get that promotion. The goal of saving $20,000 is not to sit on it. It's to build a foundation so you can launch higher. The first $5,000 is the hardest. The jump from $5,000 to $20,000 feels like climbing a mountain with no gear. But once you hit $20,000, something happens. You start to see the world differently. You start seeing capital as a tool, not as something to be consumed. You stop being a slave to your next paycheck and start becoming the architect of your own future. You are building a life that doesn't fall apart the moment something goes wrong. Are you in? Are you ready to stop leaking your wealth and start building your firewall? Drop a comment below with firewall if you're starting your $20,000 journey today. And don't forget to subscribe. We're going to dive deep into exactly which ETFs and assets you should look at once you hit that $20,000 mark. See you in the next one.